Well, good morning and welcome to weeks 10 and 11. I should say classes 10 and 11 of Homeland Security Intelligence. You're going to get a fairly lengthy video this morning because I'm going to talk about classes 10 and 11. I'm going to talk about feedback on this week's homework and homework for the next sessions. And then I'm going to talk about your final paper, your term paper, the major project. So I may go a little longer today than normal. First of all, last week you all did a pretty good job. Some people did a superb job. A couple of you had a little trouble understanding the assignment. On collection requirements, it is critical to be as specific as possible. Intelligence collectors need as much guidance on what to collect as possible. And remember, you're asked to put together intelligence requirements, not just describe what your job is, but what intelligence do you need to be able to do your job. If you go back and look at the example, the U.S. military group's job in Colombia is to work with the Colombian military to help train them. The information they need on the FARC is very specific, but it's not their entire job just to know about the FARC. They need to know about the FARC to be able to advise the Colombian military on how to go after the FARC. Similarly, when you're the chief of security for a critical infrastructure facility, your job is to secure that entire facility. One of the threats you need to worry about is terrorism. So you need to ask very specific questions to your intelligence collectors. I would advise you all to take a look at Brian Hugh's response. It is on the discussion page for Class 9. I thought that was probably the best that I received this week. It was very, very specific. And it's important to remember this because you will be doing a similar exercise, but on a different customer set, in this case first responders, for this next assignment. Okay, so pretty good last week, but there's room for improvement. Now, moving to this week, you're working Class 10 is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is clearly the fastest growing threat to the United States. The Director of National Intelligence ranked it #1 both in the 2013 and 2014 worldwide threat assessments. And if you want a job as an intelligence analyst, your best route, without a doubt, is in the cybersecurity area. So I want you all to do the readings there very carefully and to think about this. Class 11, which corresponds to Chapter 9 in your textbook, moves us then into the respond and recover missions with the major focus on first response. On homework, there is no homework on cyber, but we will have the homework assignment on respond and recover. Now, in terms of timing, the homework on cyber will not be due until 5 p.m. Thursday, April 24th. And the reason for that is this week is cyber, the following week is Easter week, and I'm not going to have a separate class for that. And then the week after that is the week that we will be moving into the respond and recover. So the homework on respond and recover, your very next homework assignment is due by 5 p.m. Thursday, April 24th. Now, that particular homework assignment is very similar to the homework assignment that you turned in this week, except rather than the customer set being chiefs of security for critical infrastructure facilities, the customers are first responders or first responder managers. So I would direct you to go to the course content page and then go to the Class 11 readings. And one of the readings there near the end is titled Class 11 Homework. And you will see there the homework assignment very similar to the last one, except with a different customer list. So you need to choose one of those customers that you're going to role play for this homework, and you will also, that will be one of your customers for the final, which I'll talk about in a few minutes here. In any event, Class 11 homework is due on April 24th. The assignment is self-explanatory, and it is available there on the course content page under Class 11 readings, and is titled Class 11 Homework. If you have any questions, send me an email within Blackboard, and I'll try to clarify, but I think you'll find that's pretty straightforward. And that brings us to your major paper. If you go back to the course content page, go to class number 1, and you will see a file there that says Homeland Security Intelligence Major Project. It will lay out this paper. What you are essentially doing is looking at intelligence for 2 different Homeland Security customers. One in the critical infrastructure area and one in the emergency response area. Not surprisingly, the 2 customers I want you to use are the 2 customers you looked at for homework in Class 9 and Class 11. Now, the assignment is straightforward. I'm not going to go over it here, but I will give you some specifics. You now know your 2 customers. If you have any question on who your 2 customers are, let me know. Second, length. I'm looking for a paper that is not over 15 pages. 15 pages max. I want those assignments to be double-spaced, and I want them to be 14 font. I'm an older guy. 12 is too small for me, but 16's outrageous, so 14 font. Double-spaced, okay? Originally, I was going to have you comment on everybody else's paper, but this is frankly a big enough assignment that I'm going to drop that. So all you need to do is your own paper. Let me repeat, you do not need to comment on anybody else's paper. Finally, this paper, your major project, is due by 5 p.m. May 8th. That's our last so-called scheduled class. So there is on the discussion board, there is a separate thread for your final papers. Please post those no later than 5 p.m. May 8th. I will be back at you on Monday, April 28th, and I will clarify whatever needs to be clarified from what I receive from you. But a lot of information here, and I hope it's all fairly clear. You are all doing very well in the course, with the exception of one student who seems to have dropped out. Haven't heard from her in 5 or 6 weeks. But everyone else is doing quite well. A couple of you have come in to chat. If others would like to chat, just let me know. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the course, and I will be back at you with another video on the Monday the 28th. And of course, I have opened up now the PowerPoint presentations for classes 10 and 11. Okay, take care, have a good few weeks, enjoy the holidays, and I will see you on the 28th. Bye-bye.